Oh, I don't know. I don't know. This is um, I know, a strange way to start a video. I'm investigating the mark of the beast, and yesterday the iPhone 6 came out, and there's so much I could say about this. I'm trying to distill information to make this video as quick as possible. When I watched the presentation of the iPhone 6, um, I thought to myself, I'm really curious to see what the website looks like after the iPhone 6 comes out and the iWatch, Apple Watch, whatever. Because I'm really curious to see, because I know it's iPhone 6. You know, the iPhone, as I see it, by the way, my camera's really, it's gone crazy and really dark. I've got light shining on me, but you can hardly see me. You know, dark camera shot for a dark subject. Maybe quite fitting. Anyway, what was I talking about? Right, and so, please bear with me. If this is the first time watching my video, please bear with me. So I thought to myself, Apple own Beats. I've gone, into detail in previous videos about how Beats says 666. So I thought, with the iPhone 6, surely there's some kind of 666 something going on their website. So as the website was down while they were updating it for the iPhone 6, and I thought surely on the splash screen there will be something. And to my surprise, I believe there is something. So I took a screenshot yesterday of the splash screen on the website, on the Apple website. iPhone 6, bigger than bigger. It shows the new iPhone 6 and then a plus size iPhone 6. And I thought to myself, surely this says 666. So where am I? So basically, just get the image, flip the image, and turn it upside down. Now, I'm not one for Jonathan Clark, really. I do watch some of his stuff sometimes, if you know who he is. He's always on about his Bible verse, what says, the wicked turn things upside down to get their message across. And I do believe it's true to a certain extent that when these hidden messages are put in modern day media and so forth, that this, world's elite, call them what you want, Rockefellers, Illuminati sort of thing. Apparently they have this Luciferian type, Kabbalism sort of religion that they follow, where they put their stuff out there, including upside down. So I turn this upside down, and when you turn this upside down, there you go, 666. I mean, not the text, but turn the phones upside down, and you do get 666. Is this a coincidence? Yeah, maybe. It may be just a coincidence. Yeah. Could it be? Has it been put there intentionally? As a designer being on the phone to Johnny Ive, the designer of the iPhone, said, we could put two phones on there, and have the iPhone 6, put two nines there so the people flip it and it says 666. Do I think that happened as well? No. That is going into, a bit like tin foil hat conspiracy theory type thing. But I do think this could potentially fall into the realm of, it's hard to explain in this episode, and I'm not going to cover all ground. But, I believe, like, many others do, many truthers and Christians who explore this type of thing, that these things, are a result of demonic influence throughout, the design industry, for example. So it could be coincidence, or this could be intentional. Oh, one last thing I would like to mention as well: the strapline is bigger than bigger. When the mark of the beast does come in, it's all about this mark will, make people superhuman, unable to repent of their sins, and have all these new abilities by some kind of chip or tattoo altering one's DNA, as it were. One's DNA. If I your DNA. It's okay. I've been reading a book where it says one's quite a lot. I don't normally say that, but anyway, yeah. So on to the next piece. While I was trying to sort this video out, when my camera was going crazy and going all dark and stuff, this popped up and it says, well, I've always realised that. I've always realised something else. I've been watching somebody called Minister Paul Maxon, and he keeps saying the Lord keeps showing him 3773 and 337, and I keep seeing the same thing as well. This popped up. It says, on the Screenomatic recordings, I've got maximum 337.7 hours, apparently. But I just thought 337.7. It even says Max, as Minister Paul Maxton. I've got my Twitter open here for one of my accounts in the background. So anyway, that was weird. So anyway, so here we are at the Apple Store now on the video. Wait a second. So anyway, if you there's videos on YouTube now. There's like one by like Mark Dice. He's doing one about the mark of the beast, iWatch payment system. Paul Begley obviously being sensationalist about it all as normal, and there are others as well. Paul Joseph Watson from Infowars doing a video on the 666 mark of the beast. Some of these are secular, secular videos. Not Paul Begley, obviously, doing stuff about this phone and relate to Mark of the Beast. Reason for that, really quickly, is to do with the NFC near field communication chip, what's inside. And it's not the Mark of the Beast per se, it's a forerunner to the Mark of the Beast. It's another step up the ladder to the Mark of the Beast. So you just, look at this page straight away. Again, is this a coincidence? You've got 6 there, 6 there, 6 there, 666. Only 3 sixes on that entire page again, and it's are these things coincidences? Like, yeah, again, there could be, but if you watch my Beats one, Apple now own Beats. These coincidences, they do stack up, sort of thing as well. And I'm quite interested to know what this is as well. If it is, I'm not sure what kind of flower it is. If it's a lotus flower, then it's reminiscent of that video called iPet Goat 2 by Heliofant, when there's a lotus flower in there and the symbology behind it. Frequently enough, when it's put from this angle, I just noticed it looks like some kind of face, like a demonic looking face in the centre. Go and take a look at that on the website, the store.apple.com. So yeah, this technology, I don't boast about these things. I often talk about phones, that kind of thing, and I normally refer to my phone as a smartphone. But I do have an iPhone 5S, and that's got that the button here, which is also a fingerprint scanner. You can hook it up to your iTunes account and pay for things with your fingerprint. Now, or open your phone with your fingerprint. I choose not to do that. I own an iPhone 5S, but I have never done that. I've never put my fingerprint in. It's a one step that I'm uncomfortable with, and I do believe it's another step towards the Mark of the Beast, although not directly the Mark of the Beast. That will be implemented by the Antichrist, if you know anything about the Book of Revelation, for example. So yeah, so that's the first thing you come up to when you see the splash screen sort of thing for the Apple Store. And what I talk about is lotus flower is, I think, I don't know too much about this. I think it's somehow connected to, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, ISIS, and Egyptology, that kind of thing. The lotus, it's some kind of occult symbol. So if that is a lotus flower, then there you go. If it's not, if it's some kind of, I don't know, I'm not a horticulturist. I know it's not a daisy. But anyway, so that's the iPhone 6. Going to the watch. Where's it gone? Shot. There we go. It might be that menu that says watch on the top. Right then. So so here's a watch. Really quickly, just to pan down. I noticed just a couple of things. First thing, if you've been watching my series for any length of time, you'll see that I've been investigating like a whole lot of symbols. One is like a V, another one is like a V with a dot, another one is like a tick mark, like a check mark symbol. And I've investigated like the fleur-de-lis, which is like this, with like a petally thing, like a as above, so below sort of thing. I know I like symbols, yeah, one with a line down as well. All symbols related to this. Now, lately, I don't know why, I've had another symbol in my mind and I can't think of where it came from. And it's like an upside down peace symbol, although not in a circle. And it goes a little something like that. And I've had it on my mind for ages. Maybe the Lord put it on my heart, I don't know. Maybe it's just me noticing things. Maybe it's significant, maybe not, but it is something that I want to look into. Now it's connected to the fleur-de-lis and the phoenix symbol as well. And I just kept noticing on these displays, often they were put like this with a line down. I don't know if that means anything, but if you watch my series, I always like to throw these things in there. I did notice that while searching through. Right, so there are another couple of things to do with the iWatch. You notice in this video I'm talking quite fast. only got another 5 minutes to make this video because my family's coming back from swimming, and I'm gonna have to cut this video off. So I'm trying to squeeze everything in. So I'm talking faster than normal. So apologies if you can't hear what I'm saying as well, or even see me through the dodgy dark image on the cam. Anyway, just quickly back to this iPhone 6 with this new thing called Apple Pay. Using near field communication. Now, I've got a Barclaycard. If you notice before, I've talked about the symbology within Barclays Bank, and it's it's occurred to me recently. It's got a phoenix in its logo as well, and how I've got a card from them, and it's got one of these chips in that I can pay for things up to £20 using near field communication. Well, I've got it on my card. I've had it there for like more than a year. I'm just like the Apple iPhone. Thumbprint scanner. I've never used it. I don't want to use it. Not the mark of the beast, but it's another step with the ladder. That's another step I don't really want to go. So I've never used it. So this Apple Pay is taking that one step further. It's putting that sort of technology into a phone. If you notice a screenshot from this, first thing that I'd noticed straight away are these two. Of all the numbers they could choose, 2 days before 9/11, they've got 9/11 on the card. I've just noticed that 9/11/2. Everyone's talking about if there's a second false flag event. I believe the first one was a false flag. Go and look up the documentary called Loose Change on YouTube about that. So it's like the second 9/11. I've talked before how ones can be sixes, how 9 is like a 6 upside down. It could effectively say 666. The second, it's just a stipulation there, meaning nothing. Obviously, the Apple logo, an apple with a bite taken out of it. How much more evil can you get start off with? So you've got 9/11, right? On this card, it says Freedom. It's part of the Chase Bank. Freedom. Initially when the new One World Trade Center was being built, it was dubbed the Freedom Tower. So you have freedom there next to 666. Also, I'm not going to this now because I've got very little time, but in the presentation for this, they were talking about all the people who are companies who are supporting this near-field communication payment method, Apple Pay. This is one of the companies, Visa. I've gone through all the V in the Visa, the symbology of that before. When you pay and it's completed, it gives you the tick symbol here. Again, I've gone on before previously in my series. Please, subscribe, check out my list, the 666 list in my series. The tick mark is the universal symbol of acceptance. Another New World Order symbol that can be used. It's used throughout the world. So you've got Visa, you've got the tick mark as well. So basically, all these things coming together, and they may all be coincidence, but I think there may be something to this. We had Visa. Other sponsors were Disney. She's got 666 in. Always look at the ones who sponsored the London 2012 Olympics, the Rising of the Phoenix, and that kind of thing. Also have Visa, McDonald's. McDonald's all to do with the Freemasons. Look that up, that kind of thing. Another Olympic sponsor also supporting this. Disney, Visa, MasterCard, all that kind of thing. The card is your master, MasterCard. So anyway, I'm gonna cut that off there. I do admit that all these things could be coincidence, but it's food for thought. It's something to think about. It fits into my investigation. If I have more time, I'll go over again and go into the Apple Store, looking into Beats. This kind of thing mirrors what Apple now own Beats, and Beats has definitely got 666 all the way through, even more prominent than this, and I don't believe that is coincidence. So the fact that it's owned by Apple, this may not be coincidence. Yet again, it's not. I don't believe there's people behind this thinking, look at they'll put these little things in here. I think if this kind of thing is not a coincidence and it's meant to be there, it's it's the work of Satan, basically, the work of demons working behind the scenes. We battle against spiritual forces. Dark spiritual forces, as born again Christians. If you're not already saved, you don't yet know Jesus Christ, turn to Jesus Christ today. I recommend that you go get a Bible and start reading from the Gospels and the Book of Acts, because time is running short. Jesus is coming back soon. I'm going to cut this video off. Please subscribe, give it a thumbs up, whatever, and I'll see you hopefully again in the next part.